Welcome back to Junkman's Adventures, and we're going to do some more little fixing on this new, to me, used car. We're just going to do some annoyance fixes. Little things like we got the driver's door console, some of the window switches. They'll make the window go down but not up, and I'll tell you about more. And then little things like the wiper blades. Of course, the front wiper blades people think about 50% of the time, but the rear wiper blade people probably think about even less, probably 25% of the time. So we're going to replace those. And everybody should know how to do that because it's an actual safety item if you really think about it, because good visibility keeps you away from accidents. Okay, now here's the fun part. We're going to replace this switch cluster and the power mirror adjustment switch. Factory ones in here, obviously you can kind of see this switch doesn't work very good, so the power mirrors don't always work reliably. Same with the switches here for the passenger side. You know, you can make them go down but not go up. So each of these parts was about, well, this was about $25, this was about 20 bucks. And to get to them, we have to take the door panel off to unhook them back here, but actually it's a pretty simple job. This isn't going to be a how-to tutorial, you're just going to watch me do this. All right, ready to put it back together. Let's see. Get these connectors back in. Door handle cable back in. All right. And oops. That's right. Gotta put the lock deal back on. This all over again. There we go. Start from the top. Go. All right. All right. Now I'm just gonna put these bolts back in. Make sure everything's seated. Snug, but they don't have to be cramped on there. That's just what holds the door and everything. Okay, and I'll just assume I don't have to take these out, so put those trim pieces in. You just clip. Just have a little pusher tab thing, and then they're in there. All right, there we go. Now let's see if they work. Okay, drivers works. Rear driver works. Rear passenger works. That's the one that wasn't working right. Passenger goes up and down. That's what wasn't working right. Let's check our rear view mirrors here. Let's try the driver here. Yep. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's working. Same with the passenger. And those were what weren't working here. And as you can tell, I'm sweating up a storm here because it's kind of hot in my garage. But anyway, I sped this footage up, but this only really took me like 20 minutes to pull it on and off. I know you couldn't see everything. There's a cable that operates the door I had to undo, and then some connectors they just had to pull out of their sockets. And you know, if you be careful, take your time. And even if you break these little clips that are around there, at just about any parts store, they have the replacement ones usually on the shelf, because these are pretty common to all types of vehicles, not just GM. But anyhow, this was a major annoyance fix that I wanted to do, because got the vehicle, and I knew this was, when I bought it, that these were not working quite right, or intermittently kind of thing, and I knew it was in the switches. That didn't deter me from buying it, because I knew it was a pretty simple fix for someone like me, and anybody if you want to tackle a job like this. I'll try to leave a link in the description. There's a good video that has shows the back side a lot better than what I did, because it's hard to show with me being one person. But anyhow, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course my website. I have lots of different other projects here. That's another project on this car, down and done. Nothing major, doesn't affect the drivability or anything. It's just an annoyance. So anyway, thanks for watching. Well, this is a rear wiper blade, and unfortunately I didn't have the camera going at the time, and all you got to do to replace this is just hold the arm up and then push down, and it'll clip out of this little pin here. And but what happened was, actually the first thing is this broke, and then when I pushed down to get this out, this came out, but it left the little pin in there. It sheared off, and looking by it, obviously you can see the blade itself is worn, and honestly, looking by the style of this might be the original one that came with the car. So that tells you it's never been replaced, and I'm surprised the window is not scratched up. So that's why we need to replace this. Okay, this is what the rear one looks like, and it's pretty simple. And like I said, I didn't have the camera going. I thought I did, but anyway, to remove it, it would be clipped in there. All you got to do is pull down really hard. Well, it was so brittle here, that's where it snapped, and then it snapped there. This is a little bit different design, a little bit beefier, and it just pops in there. There you go. And then to release it, you just pull it down. But anyway, that's a pretty easy fix. Everybody should know how to do that. Let's move on to the front. Okay, here we are at the front of the car, and we're just going to replace these wiper blades. They're pretty easy here. Now my fingers are just too big to press that down, so I just used a little screwdriver. But a lot of these you don't need even need a tool. And then the new one just slips right on. Take the wiper blade cover off, and then we'll lay it down.